YouTubers. Don't mind the shaky camera. My son's laughing at me because this is my very first YouTube video. And it is on my elevator bed for my cargo trailer. If you make me laugh, you gotta edit that out, kiddo. Anyways, this is the elevator bed. And we'll walk you through how we built it. But it's based on a lot of YouTube videos that I watched on how to make them, so you'll see some similarities. So the heart of the system is the elevating mechanism, which is cheap hand crank boat winch from either Princess Auto or Harbor Freight. Coming off of that is a single aircraft cable, which has an eye connected to 3 turnbuckles. Each cable goes over the sheave and carries on down to the uni strut, which I've got double sheaves welded on this guy and a single sheave welded on the far one. And we repeated the process on the far wall. Once the cables come down over the sheave, it terminates down onto a bolt that I have running through this aluminum tubing with a nut. An eye in the cable hooks over the bolt, and then a large washer and a nylock nut keeps this cable and eye from possibly falling off the edge. The second cable just goes past the double sheave, runs out to the other corner of the bed, over the sheave, down to the other side of the aluminum tubing, and the process is repeated identically. For the other side of the bed, we had to run over the sheave, cut across to the far side of the trailer, to another double sheave, and then they ran down to the uni strut, exactly the same as the other side. Okay, so now that we've shown you basically where all the cables are running and the sheaves and the uni strut and how the cables are attached, we're going to crank the bed up using our trusty boat winch, and up we go. And there we go. The bed is all the way to the ceiling. A couple support legs, I'll explain that in a minute, why I have to have support legs for this setup. Okay, now when it's all the way up and we're traveling, we have to be mindful that this thing could come down for some reason, so I have holes drilled on all 4 corners. Once I get to my destination, I will pull these pins out and I'll lower the bed. But while we're traveling, I want to make sure that there's no tension on those cables. So we just put these safety pins in place, all 4 corners. And then I just relax the tension off the cables, just so there's nothing on them. And that's the bed in the all the way up position. A couple things to note underneath. Yep, my 2x4s are on the flat. Not very strong, they're a bit bouncy, so like I said before, what these cripples are for. Comes down, touches the floor. Same as this cripple here. It comes down, it'll touch the floor, takes all the bounce out of the bed. What I needed to do is create enough overhead clearance so that I could get my side-by-side under here. It's a 2020 Polaris Ranger with a 2.5-inch lift kit, so I needed to get as much overhead clearance as possible. I can keep my bedding up here, I keep my pillows in the center where there's a bigger void up here, and everything just stays up there, and if I don't need it, just lives up there. If I need it, it comes down within 30 seconds. So, thank you for watching my elevator bed. Its credits are given to other YouTubers who have come up with designs of their own. Yeah, there's things that should be better, could be better. You're a better welder than I am. You could do it better. You could maybe afford aluminum for the whole process. So be it. There's a lot of things that you can do differently. The most important thing is to make sure that it works. And when it's stowed securely. And when it's down all the way, it's down and stowed just the way it is up top. The pins at the bottom. Forgot to mention that, so when I mentioned that, when it's down all the way, it's resting on the pins. When it's up all the way, you put your pins in and lower down. So that's it. If you like my video, great. If you don't, oh well. That's why they give you the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I'm easy peasy.